Hello, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm very good, very good. My name is Sammy. I'm from Canada.
My name
Uh,
is
sorry, what? Can you repeat that?
my name is Rohit.
Rohit. Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from India, sir.
Okay. What part of India are you in?
I'm living at capital in India.
Oh, in Delhi.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Good. Because I'm from Canada. So we have there's a lot of Indian Canadians.
yeah. That's
Most of
why I
the
want to talk to about it.
Yeah, one of the guys, a lot of guys that I went to school with when I was a kid or high school or whatever were from India. A lot from the Punjab region, really.
Yeah.
And then I haven't lived in Canada for about 20 years now. Uh, I currently, for the past 12 years, live in Indonesia.
Okay.
So Indonesia has a lot of influence from India from a very long time ago, like their food, their names. Excuse me. The island of Bali is Hindu, still Hindu, but most of the country used to be Hindu. So it's always good, and I have a lot of Indian friends here that come to work in
Indonesia.
that come to live here. So, are you a student now, or are you a working man, or?
Sir, I am a student. I'm pursuing my Bachelor of Art from Delhi University and currently I am in second year.
Okay. So, what are your plans for the future? Like you got maybe, after this year, 2 years left, or 1 year if it's a 3 year program. So, what are your plans after that? You'd mentioned Canada, or
Yeah, I would like to go Canada because it's my dream, you can say. Lots of people are there belong to me and I'm also Punjabi, so
yeah, yeah.
that's why I
It's
want to go.
it's that Singh last name. Look, I'll show.
Yeah.
That's I half of my friends in Canada have that last name. So, where's your family in Canada?
I have no one in Canada, so I'll go through by IELTS and PT.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's no problem because I know, Punjab regions in the north of India, and sometime in the 60s and things like that, there was a lot of conflict with Pakistan. So that's why the majority of Indians that are in Canada were given special status because they were escaping like a conflict area, right? It's kind of like right now, there's a lot of Syrians coming into Canada because of
Yeah.
the conflict they've been having there. But I can say nothing but good things about the Indian community in Canada. Law-abiding people contribute to the economy, pay their taxes.
Yeah.
Everybody got to pay their taxes, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good, and we need more people in Canada. We don't have
Yeah.
a lot of
I've
people.
seen a video where I think 33 billion people are there right in Canada.
Yeah, the city I live in Jakarta, and the city
Okay.
you live in, Delhi. There's about 35 million people in Jakarta.
Yeah, and in my country at Delhi at right now is 20 to 20, 30 million people
Yeah.
around us.
Oh, I think Delhi's a little bigger if you add like all the
Yeah,
areas on the outside of Delhi, but
it is very
uh,
huge and high-tech city.
this is why you have an advantage. Like my friend, he's a Tamil guy from South India, right?
Yeah, South
And
Indian.
he's going to Canada too, but he's not gonna in the winter time. He's gonna be in bad shape because it gets really cold
Oh,
in Canada, right?
yeah,
Whereas someone from the Punjab region is, a little bit more. You get a warm summer,
yeah,
cold winter because you're up in the hills and the mountains, right? So,
yeah. We have
you
been through many seasons
yeah,
here.
you'll feel it a lot better. Um, so what are you going when you go to Canada, or do you want to continue your education there as a student, or do you want to maybe just start working right away?
No, no, no. My first goal is when I will go in Canada, my first is I will study as a student there. Then I will think if I get any work there, then I will do.
Okay. I'm going to give you a website you can look at once we're done talking. And this is the government website on everything for the government of Canada, like immigration, student visas, visiting visas, all that kind of stuff. So you can have a look at that, when we're finished and in your own time. See what's good for you, right? Like
Yeah.
what mixes. And
Thank you for letting me know.
hey, no problem. The thing is, what you want to look for is okay, right now in Canada, we really need these types of professionals. You know what I mean? So, does your future job fit into what we need? Like, are you going to be in the engineering field? Are you going to be in medicine? Or, you know what I mean? Are you going to be in IT? These are the kinds of things that we really want if you're immigrating as a student or a thing.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not an immigration professional. This is just from being Canadian and
Yeah.
having friends that have immigrated to Canada from all over the world.
I think I should do IT. I should go in IT department because it is very look familiar for me,
Yeah,
and I have a bit knowledge about it,
yeah.
IT sector. So I think I can fit there.
Well, isn't the like head of Google, isn't he from India too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the big top guys up at Apple, he's from India. So I mean, you're well represented in the IT community.
Yeah.
Um, have you given any thought to what part of Canada you'd like to live in?
No, no, not yet.
Okay. So if you look at the map of Canada, Toronto west, from
Okay.
Toronto, either like from Toronto all the way to Vancouver, Victoria, the eastern Quebec, they mostly speak French there, right? Um,
I want to know about Canadian language. How many languages are spoken to be there?
well, officially, there are two official languages in Canada in which you can get government service from, and that is English and
Okay.
French. But French really only applies to Quebec and part of a little province close to where I grew up called New Brunswick. Now you'll find French speaking people all through the country,
It's
but
speaking
the
French
main
prevalent there.
is it big there?
No, no, it's speaking French prevalent there.
Just prevalent in those areas, but you'll meet the odd person from Quebec or whatever everywhere in the country, right? But I mean, honestly, I have Indian friends who have gone to Canada, and there's like a community of Indians in a certain part of the city, and they never have to speak English because they can
Okay.
go to the grocery store, they can go work, and you know what I mean. So like, you're welcome. You can still speak your language in Canada when you're with your other people. We don't care about those kinds of things, right?
I want to ask you when you were there with your friend who belonged to India and mostly Punjabi. So, did you able to understand their language? What are they saying? What were they saying that time?
Uh oh, you mean in high school?
Yeah.
I knew when his mother was yelling at him. I knew when his
Okay.
mother was yelling at him because he was a pretty bad guy, right? Like always getting into trouble. And I can't repeat this on Cambly, but I did learn most of the swear words. So
Yeah. In my country, in it's a gratitude for Sat Sri Akal in Punjabi language.
yeah. Yeah, but realistically, if you're in Canada and you run into another Indian person, most likely they're Punjabi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think there are 7 million people around in Canada who speak Punjabi.
that wouldn't surprise me. No,
Yeah,
but mostly they're in the Western Canada, because it's closer to India, right? I mean, it's pretty far. It's going to take
yeah,
you. It's going to
two
take
or
you like a
yeah,
couple days to travel. but it's a lot better than living in the middle of the country. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I mean, Canada's doors are open. Certainly, like we want people to come. We want people to get married. Have families, build houses. I was just talking to a guy from um, r- pretty far up north in Punjab region. I was talking to him today. He was from Vancouver, and he's been living in Vancouver with his wife and daughter for about 3 years now. A Punjabi guy, so he's liking it. He likes it there.
So living in Canada is very costly or cheaper than India?
Oh, no way it's cheaper than India. Like, I mean, um, Vancouver is very, very expensive. Anytime you go into a big city, you're going to pay a lot more. So the,
Okay.
the the highest prices would be Montreal, which is the French place. Vancouver is actually the highest price for real estate. And then Calgary. Calgary's a little bit cheaper, but it gets like minus 50 in the winter there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of winter there and
Yeah,
always
it's
snow
pretty
falling.
yeah, it's pretty bad in because that's up around the mountains, right? If you're in Vancouver or Victoria, it's a little more mild, like it maybe -5 or something like that. And never too hot in the summer. I know I was in Delhi one time and it was almost 40 degrees and I was just
Yeah, in
like
summer.
I was melting, man. I almost died. Canadians aren't used to that kind of heat, right? So
Yeah.
um, yeah, but I mean, no, that I mean, Indian Canadians, they actually, adjust to the weather pretty easy. You know.
So what are you doing in Indonesia here? There.
Well, I traveled around the world for a few years, and then I was living in South America, working as a teacher there, and then I just came to Asia because I wanted to travel around, and I got married here in Indonesia. My wife's Indonesian, and I like this country. It's safe. There's always something to do. I like it, bringing my kids up with Asian values, respecting your parents,
Yeah, you are
working
right.
working hard, respecting people who are older than you, um, discipline, hardworking. Um, yeah, maybe in Canada we've kind of gotten a bit lazy, Canada and the United States. So be careful about that when you go. Don't get lazy, okay? You keep
Yeah,
working hard. Keep working hard.
I will do much work hard as much as I can do.
Sure. But it's Canada's a great country. You have a lot of rights, you have a lot of protection from the government. Like
Yeah.
say if you're a citizen, right? And you have your job and you're all of a sudden you lose your job. We call it get laid off, which means sorry, we don't have the work for you, Rohit. We have to let you go. Well,
Oh,
like you would lose your job for whatever reason, say the company went bankrupt. The government of Canada, because you pay a little bit, like you pay $2 or $3 or $10 a month to this, it's called insurance, job unemployment insurance. So you lose your job, they'll give you like 65% of your salary for the next 9 months so you can till you find another job.
yeah,
You
it's
know?
very good
Yeah.
scheme for us.
Yeah.
And thanks for letting me know also.
And you think about this right now, like, because my mother and sister still live in Canada. With COVID, lockdown, my mom can't
Yeah,
go to work. If my mom doesn't go to work, she doesn't get paid. So the government giving everyone 1,400 Canadian dollars every month.
it is good for them.
Can you
Sorry.
imagine? Yeah, can you imagine if they did that in India
No,
or
no
in
one is going to
Indonesia?
pay.
No, nobody's going to go back to work. You mean I
Yeah.
can just sit home and the government gives me money? I wouldn't blame them. Yeah. So it's a bit crazy. It's a bit crazy, but we're almost out of time, Rohit. I wish you the best of luck.
Yeah,
With your
just
education and going to Canada. If you need anything else or you'd like to talk again, you know how to make a reservation, and I'd be more
okay. I
than
want to
happy.
know about my conversations. My English is good,
It's
better.
very, very good. You're at about the intermediate level. We need to work on it to get it to advanced, though. But
Okay.
you're good. You're good.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Have a nice day.
You too, sir. Bye.
Bye bye.